Hello, everyone.
Oh my, Mama. Hello,
Where's the llama?
everyone, and welcome.
Mr. Marvin, say hi, everyone.
Welcome in, Sherilyn.
My arm says hi, everyone.
I am going to take a moment and share it.
Ooh. Can you put it like in different?
Let me see.
Hey, Sandra. There you go.
There we go. That's better.
Yes,
Welcome in, Sandra.
Welcome in, Cheryl. Welcome in,
welcome.
Sandra. Good evening.
Let me try and share this real quick.
Welcome in, Jen. Wait a few minutes, share it out, and wait for a few more to come.
There you go.
What's in your cup? Yeah. On your hook.
What's in my cup? Well, I have because when I get out from the challengers today, I had to go get coffee for make coffee in the house. So I go to Starbucks and I just get the kiwi drink. Yeah, and I like with the pineapple juice.
Hey, Jen. Welcome in.
Hey, Jen.
Well, I have coffee.
I know. I want to drink coffee with my husband when I get out of here.
She saved that coffee for hubby after the live.
Yeah. When I get out of here, I'm going to get in the bed with mine. I was up till about 4 o'clock this morning.
What? Wow. I like the other way. Oh, she said she liked the other way. Well,
pictures where you were closer to the screen.
I like him farther.
Yeah, because you're not gonna see my imperfection, Jane. Okay? No.
You see my wet curly hair?
I'm loving the wet curly hair.
Oh my gosh.
I'm loving
this is what I got today from Brenda.
I love that.
Oh, I love that. A hook block.
She got the package during their live today. It came in.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, I went in there and spoke and left it running, but we've been outside ever since probably about 10:30 this morning.
Look at Grandma Daybug. She said, "Oh, y'all, I've got my swatches and I am ready." Yay.
Oh, good. Jen, did you do your homework?
Yeah, Jen.
Hey, Dark Sky, welcome in.
She said the dog ate her homework.
No problem. Are those coasters or are those sticky pads?
Yes, those coasters, yeah.
You're amazing.
Yes, we are.
We all are.
Yes.
That's why I refer to everybody in my family as butterflies, because all butterflies are unique. And not one is the same.
Nope.
Yeah.
And we're all unique in our own little way. There's Marvin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Miss Marvin is ready. Miss Marvin is ready. Yeah. It looked crazy. He was kind of there because it's Marvin. Mr. Marvin.
Alex picked the name.
Mr.
Marvin.
Yes, Marvin. Yes. Alex put the name.
Jen said
no. Jen says no, I didn't. I've been very busy this week. Ooh. Shame on you, Jen. No, I'm just joking. Welcome in, Diane. Welcome in,
Jane.
Can I show you what I found? You'll appreciate this. I found this at the Dollar Tree.
Oh gosh. Oh, yay!
About like yours.
I'm in the ring my bell. Ring my bell, club to y'all.
We got Ursula's in bed. Ursula, I think I
Hey, Miss Linda.
Hi, Linda. Hi, Linda. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Jen, wonderful. So you got to meet Rose from Rose Likes Crochet and didn't get home till 1:30 this morning. Woohoo! Good deal.
You had a lot of fun.
I'm gonna go meet Veronica one day.
What?
She's gonna come.
I said I'm gonna go meet you one day.
Oh yeah. It's 3 hours.
We're not that far apart.
No, not really. Yeah.
I can get up one Saturday morning early and drive over there.
Yes.
Hey,
What's
Sandy.
everybody's
I got
strength?
my swatches.
I got mine too.
I have mine
I'll tell you,
too.
mine was kind of difficult to measure, and I didn't think about it because the stitch, it's the fillet. So the ends are like uneven. Do you know what I mean? Because you have the solid, the fillet. It was like weird to measure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to measure when you're doing multiple stitches.
Yes.
I didn't think about that either. So I learned something new.
Just do a swatch where you can at least, hey, Sandrine Bestie, how are you? Roll Tide, baby. Are they playing today? I don't have cable TV, internet, satellite TV or anything no more, so I got to find a way to watch the games now.
YouTube TV.
Yeah, YouTube
TV. You got to pay for that. That costs money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, I think if you apply, you can have a month 1 month free if I'm not wrong. So, but I'm not sure, but yeah, if you try and you like it, but you can, because my brother-in-law, he had that one, and he better than the cable. You know how cable. He said this is the same like a cable, and I said, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, sweet Linda. We love you and appreciate your support.
It's about to start now.
We hope that you have a great hugs.
Good night, Linda. Thank you for being here. Say hi and leave your package.
Yeah. Good night, Miss Linda. Then you can use if you have a project that you're working on, you can use it to do gauge.
Yeah. Hey, Diane. Welcome in. How you doing? Welcome.
How are you?
Since we're talking about gauge and yarn substitution and yarn weights tonight, I want to know y'all's opinion. Do y'all think gauge is important? And do you actually do gauge?
Dark Sky, good one. Pluto TV and Tubi. I forgot about those two. I have those apps on my tablet. You have hundreds of channels, live TV, and it's all free.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have Pluto TV. I hadn't looked to see if they have the sports on there.
I know Tubi. I don't know. Never. Does that mean never about the
never gauges? Ms. Linda says yes, it is, especially when making garments. For some things, it depends on what you are making.
That was my question.
Just call me J Bug says, Miss Julie.
Yeah, if you feel it's important, what type of items or would it be important for? I quizzed myself today too.
Jen never gauged, never used it.
Never used
it. I try to stay away from all that. Melissa, do you have anybody as a moderator?
No. How do I?
You can just go to your phone.
Go to your phone.
Okay.
Go to your phone and pull it up.
Okay, it's up.
Pull up the live stream. All right, just click on, just say Jen Reeves' name, and it should come up on there about add moderator.
Gotcha.
So anyone that you would like to be a moderator, you can just do that and add moderator, and it'll turn them blue.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, Miss Linda, and she's mentioned the main key about gauging is your tension.
Yeah.
Yep,
Cheryl said sweater. Tension is everything, especially making garments.
Yeah.
And Cheryl,
it's bearable, I feel.
Too much time. It does take up time. Sandrine says she don't gauge either. Welcome in, but VJ, how are you?
Hi, VJ. Welcome in.
Hi, VJ.
I actually have never gauged either. Until I made something that didn't come out right. Then I started gauging.
Oh, James. Yeah,
I never do that. I just try to get the measurements of whatever item I'm going to do, and I try to do as many stitches to get the same measurement.
I'll be honest, I never gauged either. I mean, I would see it in the patterns until
me neither.
Jeannie taught us, and we were talking about it. I looked up some stuff, and now I get with wearables, especially because I mean, you make a kid's hat and it's too big. I mean, you really have to know.
Yeah, I never. I mean, I was
and
not
that
her
is true,
clue.
Miss Linda. It takes time, but it prevents from having to frog it.
Absolutely.
That is so true. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Jane. Oh, Jane, you always so proud of everyone, Jane. Yes, you're amazing. You know.
Thank you all for being
now,
here.
what I will do is I will check my stitches to see if it equals 4 inches based on what gauge they say on the pattern. If my stitches, if they say you should have 14 stitches to equal 4 inches, and I have 14 stitches that equal 4 inches, that's about as far as I gauge. Because if the stitches is coming out right, then I would hope and pray that the width would come out right as well.
Yeah.
Or the length.
I like how Linda said tension, because when I was reviewing the stuff that you sent.
Welcome in, Daphne.
Hi, Daphne. Welcome.
Hi, Daphne. I was, and previously I was watching a video on, I think it was YouTube, and they were talking about tension. Like if you're working on a project and you're just relaxed and you're working on it, you put it down. Say you go and you cook and you're chasing your kids, whatever it may be, out working on the lawn. You come back in after you shower and you're just kind of high strung from having a crazy day, and you start picking up crocheting again. Your tension could be tighter because your body is more, you know what I mean, wound up.
Yeah.
The pattern I'm making now is squares, and the pattern says my squares are to be 10 inches. So I compare them to be the same. That's kind of checking gauge, right?
Did you measure your first square to make sure it was 10 inches? If you checked your first square and it's 10 inches across and 10 inches long, if it's 10 by 10 and you're using the same yarn, same hook, then you can just repeat that in it. Every last one of them should be 10 by 10.
Yeah.
Because I know on the squares that we're doing for that blanket, they're 12 by 12. I'm using the same yarn, same hook, and I think I do 11 or 12 rows and it come up to be 12 inches. So I just repeat that. I've not measured, not near another. Yeah, if you measured your first square, G, and it come out 10 by 10, then yeah, you can just repeat ever how many rounds you did on that one with the same yarn, same hook, and all of them should come out the same.
Yeah.
The only thing that would affect it to be different would be if your tension changed on one of them. That would be it.
Yes.
And Veronica says she tends to be a tight crocheter, but she sent me her square today, and I don't see that being tight.
No, I don't say tight. I say loose. I crochet really loose.
Oh yeah, you do crochet loose.
Yes, very, very, very loose. Yeah.
Cause see, you only did 10 rows.
Yeah. And
I'm gonna measure.
Oh gosh, she's gonna measure.
She's gonna measure it.
Anyway, well, too bad because now you have it. You're gonna take it.
She said you better add to it if it's not right. Yes, Jen, so you have. Yeah, absolutely.
And I am going to take it, and I am going to make it work, even though it measures more than 12 inches.
That's a lot. Linda said, I have made 234 4x4 granny squares with the same hook and the same yarn, and they have all come out the same size. 234? Whoa, baby.
Wow. Well, I think that's the one that she used it for the blanket.
Yeah.
Right, Linda? For the challengers?
And wow, see, that's the key. Veronica, your house smells like cinnamon.
Really?
Did it measure correctly?
No, it's 13 inches.
So is it bigger? Better bigger than smaller.
Well,
I'm going to make it work, though.
I know you are.
Because the way I join my squares together, I can if it's too many stitches, if I have too many stitches, I can do a decrease and make it match.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, yes. Yeah. Linda, she said yes. Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, see, that's the
234.
key when you're making granny squares for a blanket. You have to use the same yarn, the same hook.
Yes. Yes.
That's why I really recommend getting some of these little tags. Writing down what you're doing, what you're using, the yarn you're using, the size hook you're using, and the type of hook the brand hook you're using.
Put it in a notion bag with your project.
Yep. And just attach it to your project like I did. Now I've got a lot of yarn here because we're gonna I'm gonna show y'all how to do the wraps per inch.
Mm-hmm.
Jen says, I think you need to be a loose tension to make a mosaic, something like Creative Grandma's mosaic squares in blues. Mine pulled in because I had tight stitches. Yeah, I can see that because you have.
No, I'm not tight. I loose. I really crochet really loose. So I have to really be careful.
I can tell she crochets loose. Yeah. But I can tell you one thing: all her stitches are the same height.
Welcome in, Maribel.
Yeah. Her stitches are very, very pretty.
Thank you.
They just flow.
Thank you. Thank you.
They flow like butter, baby.
If I measured every one of her clusters, of her crochet stitches, they would all come out the same. And that tells me her tension is exact. Hey, Maribel, welcome in. Her tension is exact.
My queen, she's in a house. There you go, Maribel.
But yeah. This is Veronica square.
Yes. So, I have only in white. So I need to send in Consuelo her granny square, and that's pretty much that I've been received. Only three or four, I think.
Okay, Cheryl. Cheryl says she has to jump. Baby's being born in the barn. Be back soon.
You got hundreds.
Okay, Cheryl.
She's got a bunch of sheep and stuff. So good luck, Cheryl.
Oh gosh.
Okay, I think Veronica, you did 4 weight yarn.
Yes.
You
did 3, and I did 5.
I did 3.
3, 4,
and Veronica, I don't want to hear your mouth about the yarn that I use to make my swatches with either.
That's jumping your favorite.
She'll fuss at me, y'all, about the yarn. Hey, Kelly, welcome in.
Why do you use that yarn to make a
Kelly? I have, I think, 7 more squares to make, and I'll be done with mine. So I'll be sending mine out in the next couple of weeks. I got my room finally cleaned last night. And everything organized and all of that. So
that is good. That is so good.
I'm gonna stop messing it up.
So me Julie, I need to send in the squares too. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and Sanita.
Okay, Sanita.
Yeah.
There goes
the woman. She's in the house.
Sanita, welcome in.
Oh, they were in the dark for about an hour.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. Brenda.
That's happening all over. All over.
Oh no, Sanita.
Oh, feel better, Sanita.
Yes, feel better.
So what's the square thing? I'm just curious. What's the granny square? Is there like you guys are all making one and sending it?
It's about 20 of us. This was done by Dana from Creatively Creative Crochet. She it was about 20 of us. We're all doing blankets, a square. And we're sending it out. Well, actually, you have to send out, it's 18 of us. Then they get 2 because Joe's supposed to be doing squares too. So he's supposed to be doing squares and Dana's doing squares. So,
right.
So you have to send them 2 squares. and we get a square from all of the people that's participating in it, and then we put it together, and it's supposed to be called a wrapped in love blanket.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I've gotten mine from Veronica now, Consuelo, Mama Maria's, Elizabeth,
Mama Rips, yeah. Mm-hmm.
and
Welcome back, Cheryl.
Mimi Catdo.
Oh yes.
So yeah, I've got a green, a pink, a blue, and a white one.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And it's gonna be probably a blanket of many colors too, because like mine is being done in peacock.
Nice.
Mine are in peacock color.
Oh, beautiful color.
Beautiful colors, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I had the pink. I had the green. And what is the other one? I forgot what it was. Oh, no. I forgot what is the other one. But I think I had 3 or 4 already received. So
Nice.
when I receive, I send them. And when I receive the other ones, I send them mine. But
yeah,
that's, so.
Yeah.
If it's not, my blanket is going to be white.
Ooh, pretty. I know.
Yeah, I got that one.
So you guys all have your own color? Is that what it is?
I'll be able to match it up, Veronica. See?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This one right here is from Mimi Catdo.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I had that one.
Pretty. I love that. It's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. This one's from my Elizabeth, Mama Maria's.
Yeah, I got that one.
And then this one is mine.
I don't have that one.
Nope, but you will. So, but yeah, because see, everybody's not blocking them. So, but yeah, they will match up. You're gonna have to stretch them and stuff like that anyway.
It'll work. Yeah.
Yeah, when you start putting them together, they'll. I love that one Mimi Catdo did.
Yes. Beautiful.
I said, Lord, she's making me feel bad because I'm just doing regular old granny square.
Hey, that's what they say, Yeah, I mean, I said, okay, that's regular. I'm doing.
My plan is to put hers dead in the middle.
I was gonna say,
and then work around it. So,
yeah.
But yeah, it's all gonna work out. See?
Yeah. That's good. Yes.
They all match up good.
They do.
There you go.
I was glad to see Veronica actually sewed her ends in.
Oh yes, yeah. Oh my goodness. So what is everybody's working? What is everybody's working today? What is in your hook? What is in your cup today? Who's drinking coffee? Who's drinking water? I just get my drink for the Starbucks today, so coffee let's go later.
I got coffee
in my Yes.
Coffee.
And everyone listen.
Hers is in Bordeaux.
Bordeaux. What is that?
Is it Bordeaux?
Bordeaux color?
Yeah. Well, what color is that? What it can be look like that color.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Drinking water. Oh yeah, I bet. I want to see the finished one.
Linda,
Lizzie.
Linda, you crochet right now?
She's in the bed crochet.
Oh, Grandma J-Bug says she's working on a mosaic that she made up herself.
Oh, that's nice.
Very nice.
And Dark
Jenny's drinking water.
A beanie and water in my cup.
Ms. Linda says Diet Coke, Lizzie Cow, blanket on my hook.
And the bed crochet.
Linda said she was going to bed. She's still here.
Yes, that's good.
Jen says she's making icy snowflake Afghan squares.
Ooh.
Yeah, I agree, Jenna.
Yeah.
Are they done in blue?
That's so nice.
Are they done in blue? I muted it, y'all.
You better. So we took a note last week about dark sky, that we are going to get ready and prepared for talking about cotton yarn, right? Some stuff for
Yes.
so everyone having other ideas, just think about it, put it in the chat, and we're going to work in something that you like. We can learn
Yep.
and we
We
can
don't
share
mind
with
doing
you
the
guys.
research, and if it's something
Yeah.
that we don't know, none of us ladies mind doing the research, studying whatever it is to be able to bring it forth to you, and be able to teach you or help you understand something.
And
Exactly.
your specific question about cotton was, does it shrink when you wash it? So I know I have multiple brands of cotton and different blends of cotton. So I will make swatches and I will wash them and dry them and see. I'll measure them before I wash them.
Yeah, me too.
Then once I get them out of the dryer, I will remeasure them to see if they had any shrinkage.
Yeah.
We'll also go into a little more detail about cotton, also because cotton can be a lengthy topic.
Good one. I'm gonna write that down, Linda. How about reading charts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, that's one of the things that we're definitely going to do, Miss Linda, is how to read charts and also how to read patterns.
Yep. Because there's easier. I feel like there's two totally different charts or patterns that you're more simple.
Dark sky. What is an inventory of yarn? No, ma'am, I do not, and that's the reason I do the same thing you do. I will end up buying yarn that I already have.
Yeah. Ooh, Cheryl, the Grinch C2C scarf I just started.
Oh.
I'm gonna see that when you're done. That's gonna be awesome.
So I will definitely be testing because I have I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby. I also have the Mainstays cotton that is very similar.
Yep.
Almost identical to the I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby. I'm interested to see how it washes.
I know.
And how it dries and what it looks like afterwards. Now, I will go ahead and say this about cotton. Sugar Will cotton from Hobby Lobby. I love it. I like crocheting with it. But do not ever put it in a washer and wash it. I don't care what the label says.
No,
do not ever put it in the washer and wash it. You will never get all the peel off of it. I mean, never.
Welcome in.
Yes, Jen, I've got the Dollar Tree cotton, which is the same. And let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna do a little spoiler alert here, right quick. Hey, Ivy.
Hey, Ivy.
The big twist cotton that you buy from Joann's. It's the Premier Home cotton, just with a big twist label.
I've noticed that with a few different yarns.
Same colors, same colorways, everything just has the big twist label on it. That is the only difference. It's 85-15 polyester, 85 cotton, 15 polyester. It's the exact same yarn. Veronica sent me a picture of some, and I sent her a picture of the Premier Home cotton in the exact same color, and she's like, "Oh, this is the same. It's identical."
You see that quite often. I know recently with even acrylic and other yarns, it's identical. I mean, from where it's from, all the specs are the same. The only difference is the brand and the label.
Just like Jane, the Premier cotton.
Yeah.
That I have, and the loops and thread cotton. They're the same yarn. It's just when Michael stopped carrying it, they I guess Premier picked it up and put their label on it, and they changed the colorway name. But Big Twist didn't change their colorway. They kept the same colors as Premier.
Oh wow, it's interesting, you know.
Hey, Julie, welcome in. You're not late. We hadn't even got started on the
No.
really on the subject yet.
Let me just say, Julie and Kelly, both of you ladies today, congratulations. They were in 2 different lives I was in. They were Connie's and Brenda's in the
Yes.
challenger.
Yes.
And they were winning prizes and they won prizes in both. So congratulations.
Yes.
And I do not have any of the big twist cotton.
I don't think that's. I think that's
because when I seen it at Joann's, I said I already have all these colors. That's the Premier Home Cotton. So I didn't see a point of buying any, but the big twist cotton that you get from Joann's is the same as the Premier Home Cotton.
Oh.
And I want to try the re-up, the line brand re-up, which is the recycled cotton, to see how it holds up in a wash and a dry, and see how it shrinks too. So we're definitely gonna do that, Dark Sky.
Yeah, we're gonna be working in that. So anything everyone else, we checking out and we're gonna be working, know, and yeah.
Did anybody else make swatches? I'm just interested to know. I know J-Bug did, right?
Yeah.
And what are we? What is next week's going to be about?
Fall colors.
Oh yeah, fall items that you can crochet in fall colors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if y'all have started making stuff with fall items, send us put a picture on our Facebook group, Instagram group, or you can send it to us by email at the Yarny Fiber Hookers at gmail.com.
The email is gonna be in the description box below, so you guys can check it out, and the link for the Facebook group too. So yeah, we want to see when you make pumpkins or blankets or anything in fall colors. We like to see.
Dark Sky, I'm not sure about the mercerized cotton as far as drying it to not shrink when washed. I do have some of the line brand 24/7 cotton, which is mercerized, so I'll do some with that, and we'll see. When I make the swatches, I'll do the measurements first, then wash them and dry them, and then remeasure them to see if we have any shrinkage or not.
I make some tote bags out of the 24/7 line brand. That's the thicker one, right?
No, the 24/7 cotton from Line Brand is 3-weight.
Oh, there's 3.
This one?
Isn't it a 3-weight?
No, it's a 4-weight. But I've washed this one my tote bags because I make tote bags out of it, and I've had no issues with it, like pilling or shrinking or anything. But I also don't dry. Just washing though, no, it hasn't for me personally.
See, the only way
I never put my stuff in the dry because I know they can happen. They can be making bigger and they can get So even I never put my stuff.
Yeah, even if the specs or whatever say you could dry it, I still don't, because I'm not going to put all the time, effort, energy, money into making something in hope that it doesn't.
Now the Hobby Lobby Sugar Wheel cotton. My recommendation for it after me washing it and because it came out of the washer with a lot of fuzz on it, is to just hand wash it. Hand wash it, hang it up to dry, and
even using the sugar wheel to make something, because I made a few ponchos. I looked at my pants, just crocheting with it. It's soft, it's easy to work with, but my pants were white. Just using it to crochet.
Yeah. See, I always put my cotton projects in a towel when I took it out from the machine, because I put it in a bag. Those special bags you put your bra and everything
your lingerie
in there. I put it in yes, and I put it in the top of the towel and let it dry, and all night, and the next day it's dry. So that's the only way I do mine. Yeah. Yes, mesh back. Yes, my
miracle. Yep.
Yes.
Good night, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Good night, Kelly.
Ooh.
There you go, Julie.
Now I have chocolate. Oh.
Miss
Yeah,
Linda
yeah, I
says she never
remember.
puts her handmade items in the dryer. I usually don't either, but I'm going to make swatches with the different cottons that
Me
I
too.
have, and I'm
Yeah,
going to wash them and I'm going to dry them just to see which ones are actually safe to go in the dryer and which ones are not safe to go in the dryer. What cotton shrinks and what cotton don't shrink.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do the
Yeah.
same thing too. I have tons of
Yeah.
cotton pulling.
Now,
Yes.
Ivy, is that number 10 artistic yarn? Is it acrylic or is it cotton? Because some of that artiste yarn is acrylic and not cotton. I'm just curious to know because I bought some from Hobby Lobby and it was thinking it was cotton and it wasn't. It was acrylic
Ooh.
to do
Oh, so like
doilies and
thread?
stuff with. Huh?
Like thread, right? Like
Yeah.
doily.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did actually show that on your
Mm-hmm.
live one night, Jeannie. I remember that. Okay. BJ damp dries hers and then she lays it flat on a towel.
Yeah, I'm the
Okay,
same
Ivy
thing.
says the number 10 is cotton and the number 5 is acrylic. Why would they do that?
That's interesting, though. You know?
I
Yeah,
mean,
they do that.
all the rest of them have 10, 5, and 3s as cotton. Why
Yeah,
would they make it bigger and make it acrylic?
that is true. Okay, so
So we
what are we
here
here
for
for?
we're here
For
for
dingy dingy bells.
mine's all loud. Are they all bluish green or is that
Oh,
Mine says
yes.
ring for coffee,
I want yours.
Yes.
Mine says ring
Mine,
for a
mine
smile.
too.
ring for smiles.
Yeah, ring. It was either ring for a smile or ring for a kiss, and I was like, well, we're gonna ring for a smile.
Yes, they get that better. Mine is for coffee. Ring for
Coffee.
coffee.
I need that coffee one.
Yes.
But this evening we are
Okay.
here to go over gauge, yarn weight, and yarn substitution. All three of us ladies picked a stitch, whatever, crocheted. We all have a different hook or whatever size hook. Use the same hook, 3 different yarns. Right? Like I did a 4mm hook, a size 3 acrylic. So I just did the same pattern, 3 different threads, and so on and so forth. And we're going to compare, contrast, and go over all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Maribel Ursula is in bed.
Yeah.
I know
She's dreaming about that bell.
She's hearing it over there, South Africa.
That's what we got them for, just for Ursula.
Just for Ursula, yes.
Julie says hers says ring for wine.
Oh, for wine. Oh my goodness.
I think I did see the wine one at Dollar Tree as well.
Yeah. That would be good.
I know, right? So
good night, Linda.
Good night, Linda. Virtual hugs. Oh, thank you for being here.
Okay, so who is going first? Elisa?
Oh, it don't matter.
Myself? Oh, me? Okay, so.
I was like,
ask who's going first and then say, "Oh, me."
She pointed. Okay. I'm doing it. I'm doing
answering her own question.
Do your thing, Veronica.
Okay. I'm going to try to do my thing. Okay. I hopefully. Well.
We
the
here.
Teacher right here. The teacher. You know, she is if I miss anything, she's gonna be remind us when it's hard fought.
Listen, y'all, we had to meet up behind the scenes multiple times to be taught by Sis Jeannie about more than half of this stuff.
So any questions, anything, I mean, but I use 3 different yarns, the same number 4, and I use with the same size the hook, and I use the 5mm from Dollar Tree, and the first one that I did is This one from this yarn is from
Make her
Dollar Tree.
solo.
Oh yeah. This is my first time live, y'all. So
Click.
bear
You
with
should
me.
hover over her and see 3 little dots in the top right corner.
Okay.
Click on that and it'll say solo layout.
Nope. Hold on. Oh wait, her. Okay, I got it.
There you go.
Okay. So I got my note. I hope I not get confused. Okay, so this one is Dollar Tree yarn, and I did 25 change. I started with 25 change, and I did 10 rounds. Okay, and I did 5 at the same design. So that's the stitch. I want to tell you in a minute what is the name of the stitch and what will I take it this stitch. So this one right here to here, let me see, yeah, to here x 16 3 1/4 by 6 3 1/4. So I'm doing the both. So this is the first one that I did. Okay, the second one is this yarn is from, I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. Let me see this one right here. I want to make sure that's the note. So this one, let me see. I do the same thing. Okay, 25 change the same rounds and 5. I did 5 lines of designs. But this one inches, I did 6.5 inches by 16.5 centimeters. So it's kind of the same the other one, but they're not. And it's the same size the yarn. This one is number 4. Let me see. Yeah, this was number 4, and this one number 4 from Dollar Tree. And so this is the second one I did. The third is with this yarn right here. This one right here from Red Heart with Love.
That's
I
pretty.
don't like that yarn either. No, I don't like it. I don't know, but it's not. It's you know me. It's not soft. You know. I mean, it's not. It's not like a rough, but it's okay. That's okay. So this one, the same thing the other ones. I did 25 inch. I mean 25 chains and everything. That's the same. And this one, it was 18 centimeters by 7 inches. So this is the big one. This is the in the middle, like a medium size, like you see. There's just a little bit get out, from the with this one. And the small one is, let me put together. Be patient. We in a live. So this one is the more small the rest. Okay, you can see this kind of the Hobby Lobby and the Dollar Tree yarn is kind of identical. Like you can substitute, but what I did this one, but I use 4.5 millimeters crochet hook I can do this. If I don't have enough yarn from Dollar Tree, and this is what I did, and that's the same size, so you can see that's the same.
Yeah.
So what she's saying right here, guys, is this right here. She used a 5 millimeter hook on the Dollar Tree yarn to start out with, and she got it a certain size. Then she did the same thing in the 5 millimeter hook with the Hobby Lobby yarn, and it came out to be a little bit different. So if she wanted to get it identical to the Dollar Tree yarn, she would have to go down a half a size in her hook.
Yep.
keeping in mind that all the yarn she did is a 4-weight yarn. Now we do know that not all 4-weights are constructed the same. Some of them have more strands. They're more plies is what they refer to as. Some of them are thicker than the other ones. So my question to you all is this right here. If you have 4-weight yarn and you're working on a project and you run out of the yarn that you're using, but you have something similar to it and in a color that you want to use, is it okay to use that yarn, and do you expect your project to keep the same gauge and everything as what you were previously working with?
You can take me solo, Melissa.
You can take me solo.
Take me out solo. Yes. So if I get out, if I don't have this kind of yarn, just a sample, I cannot find it in a store. I can substitute the Hobby Lobby, but I had to use less number. It said the 5, I had to use 4.5, and they comment exactly I've been working in my project.
Which is great to know. I mean, you just kind of play around with your hook size. If the yarn weight's different, figure out the yarn stuff, what's good for yarn substitution.
Exactly. So I did my job. Yay.
Yes. You would need to see, you would need to gauge it to see if it would work. Correct.
Yes. And let me just quick and the hopefully I not get wrong, but and this one, the Dollar Tree, I use my what is it called?
Your ruler.
Yes, my ruler. Yes, I use a lure, and I did with this one. I did 14 rounds. But Janie, she's going to show you how everyone can do it. So I did 14, and this one right here, and I did, and this one I did 15, and this one.
Which is referring to reps per inch. So
yeah, and this one I did only 12 because it's more thick, this yarn. So I cannot substitute this yarn for finish my project because this one is too thick. Yeah. So yeah, so this is what I did, and I'm done.
Yeah. There's also like a website.
It's fun. I'm telling you, everyone, this is fun.
But and that was the I Love This yarn from Hobby Lobby that you got how many on?
And the Hobby Lobby, I did 12. Wait a minute.
12 rounds?
Hobby Lobby. No, 15.
15?
Yes, and 15. And the Dollar Tree, I did 14.
Okay.
I did wrong.
I just pulled out some I Love This yarn from
Hobby Lobby. Because I think I have less reps, and mine's thinner than yours. But I could have did mine wrong.
Maybe I did.
Actually, I'm going to. Okay, Melissa, you go ahead and do yours.
Okay.
If Veronica's finished, and then because what yarn you're doing and what wraps per inch, let me write this down right quick. Veronica did I Love This yarn.
And Dollar Tree.
And you got 15 wraps with I Love This yarn?
Yes. Yes.
And from Dollar Tree, you got how many?
14.
And you got 15 with I Love This yarn?
Yes. And the only one that I had left, it was the Red Heart yarn.
Yeah, that Red Heart soft. I don't have any of that.
Yeah, but that one, that was a little more chunky yarn.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You can go ahead, Melissa.
Okay. So I used hooks that I got a size 4. It was hooks that I got off Amazon. I used that for all 3 of my swatches. I had size 3, 100% acrylic. And so my swatches, I chose Pink Box, Yarn Simply DK is one of them. ice cream yarn by Lion Brand. And this is discontinued. I love it. The Vanna Style. It's anti-pilling. And so, and I was learning as I was going as well. So with the pattern that I chose, I did a tutorial on my channel. I released a tutorial of it, but realizing that I should have did a different, more solid pattern when trying to measure gauge, because if you look, you know, with the fillet is what I chose to do. The ends are they're uneven. You have your solid, your fillet. So measuring it was kind of difficult. But this is the Vanna. And this one, this is a 6x6. Okay, so hold on. I had 13 reps per inch with this one.
And that's with the paint box DK?
This one's with Vanna style. This one.
Okay.
Vanna style. And this one I had 13 reps per inch. 4-inch row, I had, or 4-inch doing my rows, the height, I had 7 rows, and then 14 inches across per 4x4. I did the 6x6. What I did was 27 stitches total for all 3 of these. And so when I did that, measuring the 6x6, I had got 6.5 total in length and 7.1 in height for this one. Next, and this is where I found it interesting, because these two were identically the same, my next two. This one was a little bit different than the other one. So the next one I'm going to do is the Paint Box DK, size 3. This one I had 11 reps per inch. This one, yeah, I don't know, it's weird, because I still had 7 stitches, just like the other one, even though the wraps were different. 7 rows and 14 inches for my 4x4. But when I measured it, it was like the total 6x6, it was 6 3/4 length and 7.2. So it was a little different. And my Lion Brand ice cream was identically the same as the Paint Box DK. 11 wraps per inch. The 4x4 was 7 tall, 7 rows, and 14 inches across. But if I measured the whole 6x6, it was 6 3/4 length and 7.2 rows. Inches, 7.2 inches high. When I was measuring the total length and height.
And that's the Lion Brand ice cream.
Yes, yep, Lion Brand ice cream. But again, I found it difficult, which I learned that in the future, if I'm going to gauge something, there are certain patterns that are best used for certain items that you're going to make. So if I was going to make something where I had to do a gauge, like a wearable, I would not want to use this. Well, I could, but I would have to be really careful with the measurements, because it's hard to measure because the ends are very uneven. If you can see that. So, yep. I think that is it for me. Right? Did I miss anything, ladies? Okay. Now it is, wait, my camera's that way.
So that I did rhyme, Jeannie, about the
yes.
Oh,
I'm just curious. I'm gonna show them something. Now a lot of this information that I'll get Melissa to leave their website in the description box down below on this video. The craftyarncouncil.com. You can find a lot of this information that we're discussing on their channel, on their website.
They also suggest
they're the ones who, if
yarnsub.com as well. That's how they refer you out to there for suggestions for yarn substitution.
Yes.
Yep.
If you notice on a lot of Lion Brand yarn now, they put CYC per CYC. What that means is they're referring to the yarn the Yarn Council, the Craft Yarn Council guidelines. That is how they're gauging, that is how they are classifying their yarn weight based on the Craft Yarn Council guidelines. And I'm going to bring that in.
Really fast, J-Bug. No, you didn't do it wrong. J-Bug, we did that, that was the week before, but we also mentioned at the end of that live that if anybody wanted to still do the swatches, that you could still do them and bring them up on the next
I
slide.
did different hooks too, Grandma. J-Book. So you fine. This is the weight classification based off of the Craft Yarn Council. If it's a number 10 count thread, you should get anywhere from 30 to 40 wraps per inch. If it's a super fine, you should get 14 to 30. A fine sport baby, 12 to 18. A DK, light worsted, 11 to 15. A medium, worsted, Afghan or Aran, 9 to 12. A bulky, you should only get 6 to 9 wraps. A super bulky, 5 to 6. And a jumbo, 1 to 4. Oh, Sandrine, hope you feel better. So when V says she got 15 wraps on the I Love This Yarn, I was like, okay, let's see. I pulled mine out and we're going to see what we get.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't so much concerned about the Dollar Tree yarn because the worsted weight yarn on the Dollar Tree is to me it's a smaller 4 weight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now I did all mine in 5 weights. What you're seeing here is the Premier Just Yarn Chunky that you get from Dollar Tree. It is classified as a 5 weight. And they recommended a 6mm crochet hook. Now I used a 6 on all of this yarn. 2 of the ones I did recommended a 6.5, but I did use a 6mm on all 3 samples. And this is the Just Yarn Chunky.
They don't sell chunky at my Dollar Tree.
I don't even remember what Dollar Tree I found that at.
Never seen that mine.
Okay, so to do a gauge, for those that's never done it or maybe don't know how to do it, anytime you place the edge, or you can place it on the inside and find a stitch and place that 0 right there, and that's being blown out. Let me cut this one light out. Maybe that'll take the blowout out. Does that help?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. So I got it here on this stitch, and I'm going to follow it down to 4 inches, which is right here. So that's my 4-inch mark. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stitches equals 4 inches. To get my height, I'm going to place it at the top and come down to my 4 and count my rows. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. So 9 rows and 12 stitches equals a 4x4 swatch. And that is exactly what I have on my card. My routes per inch was 10. And if you come back here to the Yarn Council, a bulky should only be 6 to 9. So I wrap 10. So is it really a 4? Because this is a thinner. This is a thinner 5. Now let's look at the next one. The next yarn I used was the Mary Maxim Aspen yarn. I was a little hesitant to use this one because it is a woven style yarn.
Beautiful.
But in looking at it, it's pretty consistent at staying a 5 weight. So that's why I chose it. It is classified as a 5. But we do also know that woven goes from thick to thin. But it stayed pretty much a 5 more so than a 4. And that's about the thinnest that it ever got right there. So with it, I got identical.
Wow.
12 stitches by 9 rows and 10 inches. 10 wraps per inch on that one. Now this next one is the I Love This Chunky from Hobby Lobby. You can obviously look at it compared to the other yarns just by looking and tell that it is a much thicker 5 than any of the 3 that I used.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And see, this one has a construction of 3 strands. This one is just a 1 because it's a woven style, meaning that it was just wound. And this one has a construction of only 2 strands. And it's the thickest of them all. So with that, I came up with 9 wraps per inch and 11 stitches and 8 rows equals a 4x4 swatch. It did recommend a 6.5, but I used a 6 and I used my tulip. So this one, I would not be able to substitute with any of these yarns.
No.
Did you use the same hook or a different hook?
I used a different hook.
Now, would it be different if you use the same hook for all of them to be able to be more accurate with the?
No, because my routes per inch was different on this one than it was on the other ones. So doing the routes per inch let me know that this yarn is automatically thicker than the other yarns. You could go down a hook size, but you're going to get a tighter stitch.
Yeah.
And it may draw whatever you're working on in if you did that. And if you look, this measured a 9 on the route per inch. That's the bulkiest of the bulky 5s. So you could have a 6, 7, or 8 route, and it may not be as thick as this. That let me know that this was the thickest of the bulkiest of the 5 weight. Because it don't go past 9. And don't say, well, it could be a 4 because this starts. Nope, this is only categorizing it based on a 4.
Exactly.
So let's look at the routes per inch and how do you do it? You get a ruler, or they do sell route per inch little tools. But I found that this one works really good. My little llama.
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 Now what you do is you take your yarn. If I would have been using the, what would I do with it? I've been using this.
If the ruler sizes are different, because some rulers are thicker and some are skinnier, would that affect?
It don't matter.
No.
I can wrap it around this stick and put an inch on my ruler and count the things, and it'll still come up the same.
Gotcha.
Yep. If I was using this yarn and I ran out and I said, well, I want to add, or I want to add some other yarn to it, I'm like, okay, well, I could use this yarn with it now that I've done the homework.
Mm-hmm.
So I could use these two because it took 12 stitches and the exact same rows to equal a 4x4 gauge using the same size hook. So I could combine these two together and my stitches and my gauge would be the same. So to determine if that is possible and you can do that, you do it by the wraps per inch. You just lay your yarn across the top at the beginning of your inch mark. Just like that. And you gently, you can wrap it multiple times just around. And I'll show you how I'm wrapping it, y'all. You can do it like this. And then just slide them up loosely. See that? Just like that. You don't want to overlap you don't want to do no overlap. Like that. Then it's not going to be right. So 2, 4, 6, 7. So that lets me know when I did my wrap per inch, I may have been doing it on the thinner side since this was a roving. Because I got 7 tonight. And when I did my swatch, I got 10. So you have to be careful with the roving style yarn too. You don't want to crowd your stitches. You don't want to wrap it tight. Because see, I could keep going.
Yeah, tighter you get more, then it's not going to come out right.
Right. You don't want to stretch your yarn when you're doing wraps per inch. See that?
Yeah.
Now that's 9, and I can still wrap again and have 10. So you don't want to stretch your stitches when you're doing wraps per inch.
I found this also interesting when I was researching all the stuff that you teaching us this week. Like, I did learn so much.
Yes.
Now let's do the chunky yarn from Dollar Tree. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it and then move them up, and I'll show y'all when I get it done.
Yeah. Let me see.
And see, if I push it up and make them snug and tight, I'll have room for more. But because I just want them right next to each other and loosely, I get 10. So when I wrapped this one last night, I had to do it on the thinner part and not the actual 5 of it. So with roving yarn, it'll be a little tricky. So we get 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10.
Okay.
And I can slide these. See how easy they slide?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want.
So that's the way we had to put the yarn in there, like really, like.
Yeah, you just do it loosely. Because if you do it tight and it's hard to move up and down, then you know you got it too tight. Now I wanted to check this. I love this yarn. And see. Because some of the yarn that you get on the I love this yarn is a little thick.
Yeah.
Even though it's labeled a 4-weight, and some of it is thin. Thinner than the others. So let's see.
Because the one that I have is the it's the just solid color. There's not the like
I got
printed color. Yeah,
I got the gray one out.
Yeah. Because the print and color is so totally different the solid color. That I love this yarn.
Now, see, I got 11 on this one.
So you got 11. How many I have mine? I said how many?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
Okay, I said 15 in that one. But to me, I love the yarn to the red heart. For me, the red heart it was more chunky.
Yeah, the red heart.
Yeah.
That red heart soft is a lot thicker.
Yeah. Yes. Hey, Crafter, welcome in. How you doing?
Hi, Priscilla.
Hey,
Oh, it's
Priscilla.
Priscilla.
Welcome in.
Priscilla.
Oh wait, no, that is not Priscilla. That is my fault. You can just need to crochet. My divergent.
Oh my god.
Divergent crafter. That's Crystal, right?
Thank you, Julie.
Divergent crafter.
Yeah.
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby
Crystal.
Lobby.
Crystal. Okay, yeah.
I wanted to check the basics, the Premier Basic yarn to that I love this yarn, because some of this basic comes out a little thick too. Okay, so I have it wrapped. And I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So what that tells me is I could use the I love this yarn and the Premier Basics together, and my gauge should stay the same.
The same, okay.
And that's why you have such different routes per inch for each yarn classification, because even though it's a 4 weight, it may not be the smaller like right here says 9 to 12 for 4 weight yarn. The 9 routes per inch would be on the bigger side of the yarn.
Yeah.
The 12 would be on the smaller side of a 4 weight.
And when I was reading it earlier, it said that if you have, just like you said, if you have more wraps per inch for one yarn versus the other, say one's 9 and one's 12, you're going to get more stitches with the smaller, the 12. There are 12 wraps per inch because it's smaller. It's thinner than the.
Yep.
That's what I like to use the same yarn, the same,
Yeah.
Because
you never know. What happens if you run out of a yarn?
Yeah, that is true.
You can't get to the store to get any right now.
That is so true.
You can take me out for solo now, Melissa. Okay. You can't get to the store to get any, but you have yarn and you want to substitute. And when you do yarn substitutions, you also have to take into account what are you making.
That is so true. Yeah.
Is it something that because you wouldn't want to substitute acrylic yarn with something that you're making in cotton.
Reading that thing too, I also read on there that it said that it's important to know that the yarn characteristics, the characteristics of the yarn that you're substituting or using is important. So the weight, the fiber, and the color, because sometimes color affects the way that the.
See, yeah, like this one is I mean, this look the same, but it's not the same. I mean, that really even the fiber is totally different. I mean,
or even with red heart, I've made my daughter's blanket granny square, a big granny square. Okay, when I got to the green one, it's this red heart, the white one, red heart green. The green one put like a rope burn on my finger. It was more rough. It was more. It just felt completely different versus the white one.
Yeah, it is. It is, and it's. I mean, when we was meeting with Jeannie, she showed us about the mandalas, and what was the other one, Jeannie, that you show us? it was mandala yarn and
Oh yeah, the a perfect example of routes per inch and difference in 3-weight yarns. And I'm saying 3-weight because both of these yarns are 3 weights. Is the Premier Sweet Roll DK that they came out with, and the Mandala by Line Brand. People were saying that they were identical. They believe the colors were the same and everything else. Their colors are different.
mm-hmm.
They're similar in colors, but they're different. The weight of the yarn, they're both classified as a 3-weight. But the Mandala is going to be on the bigger 3. The Premier Sweet Roll DKs is going to be on the smaller 3. You will not be able to start out a project with Mandala and add the Premier DK Sweet Roll to it, because your stitches are going to be totally thrown off if you do. Totally thrown off.
Yeah.
And you can just look at that yarn and tell that it is not the same. I'm trying to see, where did I move them to?
That's what happens when you clean your room. You don't even know where you put your stuff.
Exactly. Hold on, I'll find them.
Well, I put in the and I'll add it in the description box. But yarnsub.com. It was funny because I found it this morning when I was doing some research before I read this Jeannie's stuff that she emailed, and they also had it mentioned in the slides. So when I was on it, yarnsub.com, I'll put the description box. But if you go there, they have different, and of course you always want to back it up by checking your wraps per inch and your swatches and gauges. But you can type in one yarn that say you're using this yarn, or you know a pattern calls for the Vanna style that's discontinued, and you want to make whatever pattern that this calls for. You can type it in, and they will give you a list of substitutions that you could possibly use. Again, because you can use that and it's good, but be cautious. Still do your reps per inch and still double check to make sure that it's accurate. But that's just another resource that we all could use. Good to know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really not. I mean, I'm really really appreciate it. The way we working together. And where we learning, because I mean that happened to me when I was to start doing some project. I said, okay, that's the same size. I had to use the same hook. There you go. When I was kind of in a couple runs, and I'm a little like, what is going on?
Right.
I mean, some part coming like that way, or they can go that way, and I'm just like,
what happened?
that's exactly. Yes, yes, yeah.
Oh, see, Crystal said she uses yarn sub when making a pattern that suggests a discount or discontinued yarn. Yep. It also gives you the percent of match too. Yeah, I didn't get deep into it, Ivy and Crystal, but I did see that you have so many different like options to go in there, and that site is really useful. I mean, it looks like it's something you could do.
And that is where they probably get their information from when you run into a pattern that is made with a specific yarn. Yeah. But they give you the yarn substitutions. That mean they've either gone to yarnsub.com and put it in, and this is the ones that is the closest to it, or they've done the homework and did the routes per inch and everything else to determine whether or not it would be. Now this is the Premier Sweet Roll DK.
Oh, it's beautiful.
This is part of a mandala cake. This is the Woolies DK cake.
Pretty.
I'm going to try to find the start.
Oh, my goodness.
Well,
that is what happened to me.
Too.
Oh, my goodness.
Let's see if I can find the center pull, y'all.
Find it. You can
All
find it.
yarns
You
should
can do
start
it.
with a center pull if it's in a cake or a skein.
Well, you're finding that. I also noticed on the slides too that it said it's important to make choices based on weight, the feel, and the function. So feel the yarn. Is it soft and stiff? Like if you have two cottons, is so there's like 6 S's: soft, squishy, stretchy, scratchy, sturdy, and stiff. So when comparing 2 yarns, acrylics, cottons, whatever, you want to make sure that they're both squishy and soft. If one's squishy and soft and one's stiff and sturdy, most likely they're not going to work up the same.
Okay, I'm gonna switch back over to the other.
Let's put you solo.
I'm actually gonna switch over to my. Well, no, that's the wrong one.
Upside down.
There we go.
No problema.
No problem.
All right, so this one is the Sweet Roll DK
Ivy.
right here.
Beautiful.
Lord
have mercy.
Sorry, but
This is the mandala.
Ivy said that's how she picked. It sounds like when she's picking her husband.
Just laying up there beside each other, you can tell that the mandala is thicker than the Premier Sweet Roll DK.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is the mandala, and this is the Sweet Roll. Now, if you stretch them out, you can still see that the mandala is thicker.
It's thicker, yeah.
I actually did a swatch and showed it on one of my lives where this one, I used the same needle, the same hook rather, just different yarn. I used the Premier Sweet Roll DK and the mandala. I did 2 swatches, same hook, same stitch and everything, same amount of stitches. And I could set this swatch on top of this one, and you could still see this one by a great deal. So definitely keep that in mind. These are not the same size 3s.
No, I mean, we see the, the difference. So they're so really important keeping the same yarn.
We want J-Bug to come up and show her swatches, maybe?
Yes.
How do I do
Yes.
Hit invite down at the bottom.
the share?
Yeah, share.
Okay.
Do you see invite?
No. Maybe I'll do it to my phone, maybe? I don't know how to do this. It says mute stuff.
It should have.
Oh, wait, invite right here. I got it.
Yeah, invite, copy, and then paste it in the chat.
Okay. Sorry. There you are.
And we have
There
8
you go.
weights of yarn.
Yeah, because many people don't think about the 0 because it's the weight as well. So, so they think 0 to 7. They automatically think just that's consciously.
Yeah.
Okay, there you are. Welcome.
Hey.
Hey, Grandma J-Bug.
Hello. Hold on one second.
Yeah, Margaret solo, so yes. There you go.
There you are. Thank you for participating with us.
Yeah. Okay, the first one, I used this hook 5.0. Wait a second. There we go. The flat handle clover, 5 millimeter. And
Okay, yeah.
5.5
is
by 5 inches.
5 1/4 by 5 inches, 16 stitches by 18 rows is a 4x4.
And what yarn is that?
Yes. Where did it go? I can't find the. There we go. There it is. Burnett Soft Baby.
Okay. And that's a 3-way.
Yes.
So 16 stitches and 18 rows equals a 4x4
With a 5mm.
with a 5mm hook. And what size hook did it recommend you use?
I didn't even look. Does that say 4? It says 4mm. Oh well.
Okay, we use what we want to use, right?
I don't always use what it says to use.
I don't either.
We will also be doing a one Saturday about yarn labels.
Yes.
And what everything means on yarn labels as well.
Okay, the next one was this.
Oh, I like it.
It's a boy.
That's pretty.
5mm.
That's a boy?
That's the new one, right? Are them the new ones that are out?
I think so.
Yes, they are. That's what I was telling you, ladies.
Fat foot.
Yep, they're at Joann's. They're new.
At Joann's, yes. Okay, and I pretty much got almost the same as the one I just did, except 16 inches by 8 rows equals a 4x4.
Okay.
And same yarn?
Yes.
Okay.
Then, where did it go? Oh, no, that's not my fake clover. This one is done with the fake clover.
That looks like a real clover.
It does, right?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Did I get? I picked up the wrong one.
I was going to say, that's blue just like mine.
It looks like
Yeah,
mine.
I picked up the wrong one. I saw 5.0 and here we go. This is the one.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
And I got
7
5x5, 17 stitches and 9 rows.
Okay.
Equals a 4x4 swatch.
So the swatch itself, the whole swatch in a whole measure smaller, but it took 1 stitch more and 1 row more than it did with the other ones. That is interesting.
That is.
Yes.
So that right there just tells you you can't switch
hooks in the middle of a project.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and this one is made with my real clover.
The real
Okay.
one.
Okay.
And it is 5 by 4.5, 16 stitches by 9 rows equals a 4x4.
Okay. So 1 stitch less, but 1 row more.
Yeah.
And a 4x4. And I'm going to say this, her swatches are coming out different with the different hooks that she's using. Even though she used the same weight yarn, the same yarn, just different hooks. Because there's not one 5mm hook out there that is the same.
No.
Like, so you have the fake clover and the real clover. I'm sorry, were they the stitches in the rows the same, or?
The rows for the number of rows was the same, but the stitches was 17.
Okay,
right.
So it was 1 stitch off then, right?
Right.
That's interesting. That's so interesting.
And my last one, this is, I don't know, Hobby Lobby brand or something.
Yeah, Yarnology.
Yes. And it's real big. 6 inches
Wow.
by 5
Oh,
1/4
wow.
inches.
Wow.
15 stitches by 8 rows.
Wow.
Equals a 4 by 4.
Look at that.
And that
Wow.
is true
That's,
with Yarnology hooks. You
Uh-huh.
get a bigger gauge using those Yarnology hooks, even though it's the same size hook as all the other hooks.
It surprised me.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yes.
A little bit.
Yeah.
and when we did the
Oh,
review,
wait.
Where'd you go?
All I did was end solo. I didn't end her. Did I by accident? Come back up. I'm sorry.
Oh,
All I did was click the little.
grab the link again, Grandma.
yeah. Oh
Yes.
my God.
Come on, Grandma. Yeah, I just hovered over the end solo. I clicked end solo, and it like. Here, I could drop it again. It should still be in my page. Here you are, Grandma. Sorry about that. This
One
is my
thing
first
that
live, ladies. So bear with me.
Oh my goodness, Alyssa. Yes, Julie. That is why I always. I
here
don't
she
know, but
is, y'all.
there you go.
I apologize if that was me.
It was probably me.
Oh,
I actually did a
I hit
review
something on the keyboard.
oh, okay.
when I got my prim hooks, because a lot of people were saying that the Yarnology hooks were identical to the prims, right?
Oh.
So I did a hook review on them. I compared the Yarnology to the prims.
Uh-huh.
Construction wise, they're identical as far as makeup, how they look, how they're designed. The designs are almost identical. This is a 6mm prim. It took me going to the 7mm Yarnology hook to get the same gauge as the 6mm prim hook.
Isn't that interesting? That's so interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember that one when you did the comparison.
So it's a big difference.
For this one, compared to the others, it has a longer
Hook shaft.
hook shaft. Yeah, that's what it's called.
And I think too, Grandma J Bug, it depends on the makeup of the hook in itself, because with these, your yarn does not tend to glide as easy
Right.
as it does on your metal hooks.
Mm-hmm.
So you may have a little looser gauge with these, because when when I crochet with them, I feel like I'm crocheting too tight. So I will loosen up on my tension.
Yeah.
Because the yarn does not glide good on the hooks.
Uh-huh. Now with this one,
So I wonder, does that have a role in it? You know, compared to your metal hooks, all the yarn just, it's an easy process.
Right.
When I crochet with these, I feel like I have to really work against my yarn.
Mm-hmm. With this one, I really had a hard time with it because the point right here,
it's like a furl tip almost. You can't see it.
Is pointy.
Yeah.
I mean, and it gets stuck on the yarn.
And you're having to pretty much jerk your yarn.
Or, move it around.
Because you can't see where the hook is, like the tip of the furrow.
Right.
You can't.
Yeah.
I also have to take in account, too, all the other ones that you used were tapered hooks. And the Yarnology is an incline.
Ah. Okay.
So I wonder, does
That could be.
the incline make a difference with the hook, with the stitches as well? We shall see one day.
It could be.
One day.
Hint, hint. It's just,
Yeah.
I think it's so interesting though, because honestly, before I would just crochet up whatever, you know. And it wasn't until this summer I started making more wearables. And then even still, like I was just like, oh, I make this poncho, I make this pattern. It's too big for me. It's too big for my daughter. What's wrong? What's wrong? Not realizing all of this, you know. So I would sit there. Sometimes it would take me days to do the math in my head, try to break down something to fit my daughter's neck, a poncho, you know, and it would get frustrating. Had I known all the stuff that we've studied and learned the last few days, it would have made it so much easier to get the size that I need for my daughter or myself or whatever it was. You know what I mean?
Right.
So to me, this information, like, it just opened up my eyes into a lot.
Divergent says off topic, but not fully. It's not, as long as it's involving hooks and crochet, we'll always be on topic.
That's right.
Which hook would you suggest for someone with light tension? If you crochet loose and you want a little bit tighter tension, I would have to suggest an incline hook. And the reason I say that is because you're going to start out big, and as you're going down, and if you just gently pull on your yarn, the way you hold your yarn, when it gets to the dip, it's going to tighten up a little bit. So that'll give you a little bit tighter of a tension. Just like.
That's a good question.
You know what helped me? I used to have really tight tension, and I crocheted pencil hold. I started crocheting this way, and it's not tight anymore.
Right. And I feel like with I've never pencil held, but yeah, the way I had the yarn laid, and there's ways you can work on your tension as well. Practice and practice and practice.
Yeah. I'm going to do the 6 tulip, and then I'm going to do the 6 yarnology and just see the difference in the tapered with my tension. And for those that did not see Veronica's live Thursday, where I was on it,
go watching it. Go and watch it. Replay.
Yeah, see, when let me do a little bit more with this one.
Sandrine, I don't care what side hook I use, it's always tight no matter what, because that's the way I roll, baby.
Oh, Sandra, we lose you.
I be watching her. She wraps her yarn. I love how she crochets.
Okay, now this part, you can see the transition good. From here up was with the
Yeah, make you solo stuff.
Yeah. I don't have a solid clipboard, but I got a piece of paper here. I got a notebook. From here, and you can see obviously where I switched hooks right here.
Yeah.
This is done with the tulip 6mm. My tension is loose. Then I switched over to the Yarnology 6mm hook, which is an incline, and you can see it got tighter.
Oh, wow. Yep. You can see it.
Right here is where I switched over. You can see that stitch is bigger. And then there's where I switched over to the incline hook. Yeah. Which I noticed that when I would crochet with the you can take me off.
I think J-Bag went down.
No, she had to go finish dinner.
Thank you so much for coming up. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Julie.
I noticed that with the Susan Bate hooks. Now I'm gonna make a recommendation. And this is just based off of my experience with crocheting with trebles, bobbles, shells, puff stitches, or anything like that. If I'm working on a pattern that has those stitches in there, this will be the only hook you see me use on that pattern. This is the Susan Bates Soft Touch.
I get that because trebles are like the only, they're funny when they come off.
And the reason is because when you're doing a shell or you're doing and also on patterns that do a lot of where you chain 5, you work a single crochet.
Oh yeah.
This is the Susan Bates Soft Touch. Where you're doing a chain 5, you're doing a single crochet, chain 5, or you're doing a chain 5 and having to work a double. A lot of times that stitch over will be looser, and then you're going to have to come back and work in the top of that double crochet where you have a bigger hole because it's not as tight. If I crochet with these, I don't have that problem.
Really?
You have a lot of room to put your stitches on, and you can hold it to where it's tight when you go over to the next stitch without losing a stitch.
Or about loosening that one.
Right.
That really does drive me crazy. That one when you're doing like a treble and you go over to the there's always that one big loop, and I'm like, I'll take it out, keep trying it,
exactly.
And it's still
Grab a scrap ball here and shush. Y'all can talk while I work this up.
And Julie said something a minute ago about sometimes I struggle with the slip stitch as far as tightness, and I did that for a while too, honestly. And then when I would get to the end of your first row, getting that stitch into your first one because it's so tight, you're struggling with it. Yes, Divergent. That was a big soft touch.
The first hook that this is a Susan Bates Soft Touch. You can get the whole set from Michael's for like $14.99.
Really? Speaking of, look what I had to cop. Mrs. Jeannie is an enabler.
Cheese.
I got these in today. Hubby got them, and then the big tulip. They won't come till I don't even know, October something. It says.
That's what I was gonna mention. If y'all didn't see the live from Thursday with Veronica, I had got the fake tulips, and I'm gonna do a review on them and compare them to the actual tulips, which I made one of these swatches with it.
Oh, look at what Jen. Yeah, what she said.
I'm working DTR right now, and yes, the stitch is large at the top, so I am holding it with me with my finger on the right hand. Oh, see, Maribel got these too.
I made this with the fake tulip. This swatch.
Okay.
They'll look the same as the real tulip.
And that was the hook.
Make you
I actually like this one better than I do the tulip. My yarn slips bad with the tulip hooks, slips off of the hook bad. And when I got these in and I compared them, I saw why. If you look at this one on right here, this is the fake one. This is the tulip. The dip inside the hook head is deeper than the actual tulip hook. So I have something there for my yarn to stay in.
Yep.
Have y'all used those hooks yet?
No. They came in today. Maribel hers came in yesterday. Did you use yours yet, Maribel?
No, I don't have mine. I'm waiting for mine.
I like how the tulip, like I said, the fake tulip ones. He ordered them, but they're not in stock.
Yeah, yet. They don't have it. They don't have it right
I
now.
like the
So.
feel. I was feeling them earlier, and I do. I like the feel. They're a lot shorter than. I feel like they're. I don't know. They're definitely feel different for sure. They're soft
Not even
too.
she said not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
And the pouch is like cute. The notion bag. It's like sturdy. It's not. Yeah.
But that's good, they have everything in there, the hooks, the stitch markers and everything.
Yep.
Even you can still keep it in there like that and put it in your, in
You
your
can just
project bag.
let that be part of your go bag.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Some people are like, babe, do you really need those? I mean, I ordered them. I don't care, but don't you have like 100 hooks? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, so what's different with those hooks and the ones you got? And I'm like, they're just different.
And I would have said, yep. And when I get them, I have 108.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It is.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, is that pouch got pink on it, or is that red?
It's red. And you know why it looks different? Because each side is a different pattern. That's why. But yeah, it's red. So this B is red.
See, from here, these two are actual double treble, and all the rest of them are treble to here. And I don't have no big top parts.
Wow.
That's using this one.
I might have to get one.
Oh.
This, to me, with working with trebles and bobbles and shells and everything else, especially with what stitch is it? I always get them confused. What stitch is it that you do all your stitches and then you take it out and you go back to the first one and pull through?
BJ, these ones you get 8.
You get 8 hooks, a pair of scissors, and stitch markers, and a bag.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get scissors though.
Huh?
What?
I didn't get no scissors. I got my hook, the bag, darning needles, and then the little plastic. Some of the little plastic stitch markers. But I didn't get no scissors. Oh wait, I'm lying. Wait, are these the ones I think no, these are the ones. I have 2 pairs, so I had to have gotten these ones, right?
Oh, Melissa.
I got the other.
Hey, you gonna be called Amazon? Hey,
Where's my scissors?
where's my scissors? You better send them.
I'm looking like, wait, my other yellow ones are upstairs, so I had to have gotten them.
Okay, so there's a bobble. And there's a shell, and all of the stitches are the same.
Look at that. Yeah. See, when you switch over normally with the other hook, you have that one big.
What is the hook? Does Susan Bay?
Yeah, Susan Bates Soft Touch.
Yeah, Susan Bates Soft Touch.
Soft Touch. Okay.
I have that bag, yay, and the goodies.
Oh, Sandra.
I love those hooks. I like how they feel.
I haven't tried them yet. I'm excited to try them though.
It's not, some hooks, I'm a little hesitant to order hooks off of Amazon because sometimes the feel of a hook is yucky.
And they're hard. I have a bunch I don't use because they're off Amazon, same reason.
Not so much hard. I hate to get one. I don't know how many of y'all have ever gone fishing and you fish with the fake worm.
Yeah. That good
if you've ever felt one of the rubber fake worms that you can fish with, some of the hooks I've gotten, the handles feel like that, and I don't like the feel of the fake worms. And after a period of time, it gets sticky just like they do.
Oh yeah, like start sticking to it.
But these, whatever they used, it's a grip.
They're soft. Yeah.
You cannot, and they are soft.
They are.
And they're inclined. And
Yeah,
they're very lightweight.
They have like the skin spot and they go to a little thicker, but it's not too thick. I haven't used it yet, but when I took them out earlier, I love the way that it feels in my hand. I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. See, I've gotten some off Amazon where it's like rock hard. And to me, that's uncomfortable. When you crochet for a while, it's so hard.
Yeah.
It's like,
Now the fake tulip it's hard. It's not, don't have a grip to it. No,
Yeah.
it's slick, but it's not too slick that your hand slips on it when you're crocheting.
right.
Now some
Especially
of
when
them,
the pencil holder. Yeah.
right. Now
Yeah,
some of them, some of them your fingers will just constantly slide on your hook like you don't have no control of it. And I can't crochet like that. But this is good. And I like the
That
fake
is good.
tulips.
That is good to know.
But yes, these are the best for trebles, bobble shells. If you're working in a what is it called, y'all? Help me out. My brain's gone.
Is it the puff stitch?
If you're working with mesh stitches.
Mesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mesh stitches. Susan Bates works good. Because you can keep because see, my problem when I'm doing a bobble is from this stitch to this stitch, that right there would be way too big.
Yeah.
And then you chain one.
V, that looks like one of the soft touch ones right there.
Is it that one?
Is that a Clover Soft Touch?
Oh no, that's not Clover. This is Susan Bates.
Susan Bates.
Susan
Yes,
Bates.
this is Susan
Yeah.
Bates. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, they come in a set. You can get the whole set
Yeah.
from Michael's.
I think I had this one and I had the pink one. I don't know where's the pink one.
You got a pink one?
I had a pink one.
Pink?
Do
Oh,
y'all
no.
hear that?
Did I use it? I don't know. Oh my god.
Oh, and this is another set of hooks I got off of Amazon that I really like.
See, this is another Susan Bates.
Oh, I've never seen those again. Oh, see, I like that one, V.
See, that is the Susan Bates Silver Looms.
And I got it in green.
Yep.
Nice.
But this is the set that you get. You get a.
I know that I see those in what is it called? In
I'm
Michael's.
just assuming this is all of them.
Michael's. Yeah.
You get a 3.75. You get a 4. You get a 5. A 5.5. A 6, and a 6.5. So you get 6 hooks.
You said
And
for
the
what?
Susan Bates Soft Touch. And the only thing it is it's their regular aluminum hooks. They just put that soft touch handle on.
On there. Is that what the difference is? Yeah. So it's more.
Yeah, I don't have the pink. It was only the blue and it was only in yellow and the green.
AHD.
Yeah.
Hurry
There was
back
only
to
the
me.
3 of this.
And Crystal, I agree. I have driven myself crazy trying to close that big loop as well. So on shell and the triple, or the treble.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Crystal, try it with one of the Susan Bates or Incline Hook and see how it does. Now, if you have the Yarnology hooks, because they're incline and they have the long shaft as well, you may be able to have the same effect with them as you do with one of these. Mm-hmm. What I like about Susan Bates hooks, they're long.
Yeah, they are.
And even though they don't cover up the number and stuff on here with the soft touch handles, it's still for a pencil holder. I still have that much sticking out.
Yeah. You still have room for your stitches or your yarn to go on.
So if you're a knife holder, I know most people place their knife holders, they put that index finger on that flat part. You got all that still hanging.
Mm.
And yeah, I got big hands
Yeah.
for a woman. So it would be perfect for knife holders too.
Yep.
Unless you're a violin player.
That's me all day.
Like a someone. Oh God. I'm
It's funny, when I was
Melissa.
doing the tutorial yesterday, I'm like looking at the phone's here recording on the thing, and I'm looking at my thing, and I'm like, I see why they say violin. My hand just like.
Yeah, you was like always like this is so good. I mean, that's so good that watching other people have the way hold the hook,
Yeah.
because I mean, hey, everyone's hold the hook is so different,
Differently. Yeah.
Mine is just like this regular, just but like
I
everyone do a
can't.
pencil,
I tried to do
Yeah.
pencil. I can't even get the hook to go around. I'm like, I feel like it's all weird. I can't even do it now.
Oh,
I got Crochet clay hooks from Amazon. HD said he's watching, or HD, she's watching on the iPad, so can't comment now. Watching mobile. What's crochet clay hooks? Interesting. Jen says I'm using the Yarnology 6.5 hook, and it leaves the large hole at the top of my DTR. Hold on.
See, go ahead. And see, Crystal, I just did 3 more shells, and I used a 6 millimeter on these 2. But what you're talking about is the stitch between your shells is too big. They're all the same.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you that one stitch drives somebody crazy.
So that is good to know. So I had excuse to get more of these.
To get more hooks?
What, Susan Bates?
Hey, more excuse. I need the whole sizes.
You need the whole set.
You better off just, Veronica, even though you already have those 2.
Yeah.
You're cheaper just to get the whole set and use a coupon.
Yeah.
Because you can get the whole set from Michael's for $14.99. You use your 20% or 40% off coupon, and it'll be way less than that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. Well, these 2, they come together, just like this come together, and I got these 2 from Joanne's. But this one, I just get one. Okay, let me just try it because I was never trying to do a Susan base, so I just get only one. So, but,
that's because I kept having that same problem that Crystal said she was having when doing shells and trebles and doubles, puffs and bobbles and all that stuff about the big hole. I said, let me try one of these, and it worked. And when I do a pattern or anything that requires those stitches, I already know what hook I'm going to use automatically. It's going to be this one.
And that will maybe be a future where we can compare what hooks are good to,
Somebody could tell me they'd pay me $1 million to crochet something that has trebles and bobbles and puff stitches and all that stuff in it. And they tell me I can only use a certain kind of hook. If it's not a Susan Bates soft touch, I'll pass that $1 million up.
Because it's gonna be really hard.
Because I know how my work is gonna look.
Yeah. You said that was at Michael's, right, sir? Right, Jeannie?
Yeah. These hooks and a set the 3 you can find at Michael's.
At Michael's.
Or if you can't get 12
or Joanne. Or Joanne.
Might be able to find them online. Possibly.
Joanne's is higher though.
Oh yeah.
Joanne sells them by the individuals and not by the set too.
And you make
that is so true.
That way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've not seen them on any websites.
Well, if you get it in Michael's website, like this,
Michael's
probably you
online.
can find it. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I know I see those set in Michael's, and I'm going tomorrow.
You go tomorrow.
I had a 40% off, and I have a reward descending. So I'm gonna pay less money for those hooks.
I'm going to. Can I show a sneak peek of something?
Yay! I want to see it.
I wasn't going to until Sis V was like, "You should." So I'm gonna put solo just for a minute. So I've been dipping with some mosaic as well.
Oh my Lord! Look at that! Look at that! That's so beautiful.
Yeah, they just done left me behind.
She said she was like, "I'm mad about that one too." I'm like, "No."
And this is mine. I
Hold
showed
on.
you this early today.
Look at
This
that.
is mine. This is my mosaic.
Amazing.
I'll show y'all mine.
Got a butterfly.
This is
Says she got a
my
butterfly.
mosaic.
Thank you,
I
Sis
really,
Brenda. Thank you, Maribel. Thank you, Jen.
I really, really love the colors that I've been just using. All this yarn is from Dollar
Dollar Tree. Oops, sorry.
Tree. Yep.
Mine is too.
I'll show you mine. That's the
Thank
yarn
you,
I'm gonna use.
Oh my gosh! Hey, that is a beautiful colors. You're gonna
And look,
use.
y'all, let me tell y'all something.
You
Oh,
busy. You run a business. You do so much.
All this yarn that you see in here
Mm-hmm.
is the Crafter Square from Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree.
That's the thinner acrylic one, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Y'all don't
Super
know
soft.
this yarn until you try it.
I love that. I do my fillet with
It's
that.
super soft. It's super
Now
soft.
I will say this. From me just going into the stores, the one store that I went into that had the small skeins and the bigger skeins that say Crafter Square, this one you get 132 yards. The bigger skeins you get 200 and something yards in, but they're like sandpaper.
Yeah. You
Oh,
get
yeah.
200.
It is a big difference. This,
Yeah.
look how soft and squishy.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
every
Julie.
last one of them is the same way.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you, Julie.
Look at that.
Yep. Yeah, I have both,
Yeah.
and you're right. The
I
bigger
got
one.
both.
Yeah.
All this right here, you see all these colors right here? Let me see. Right here is all from Dollar Tree, the one that Jenny she had right now. All
Yeah.
the colors.
See, mine didn't
It
have
is
that
so,
blue that I have.
Yeah.
and you talking about makes a beautiful, beautiful
Good night,
stitch
Julie.
definition.
Yeah.
Good night, Julie.
Good night, Julie.
It makes an amazing, and that's one thing too that I look at in yarn when I'm crocheting with it. How well does it define my stitch that I'm using?
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
Like
some yarns, your stitch is lost in it. You just lose it.
Mhm.
Like with
So,
the dollar the worsted and the one you just showed when I did the fillet music. No, with the worsted,
yes,
I did it in
ma'am.
black. My hubby's like, it looks nice, but you can't. You couldn't
Right.
see
She
it.
got well.
But with the,
You see
the
these
one that
colors
you're
right
holding up,
here?
and I did the white. You can see
Yeah.
it.
I know. I have pink. Just in case Jenny she need it, I just save it for her. She can take it all the pink and the yellow if she wanted.
I don't have the princess yarn from Dollar
We
Tree.
don't
I
have the
only can
princess
get what
yarn.
they have. Somebody I
Yeah.
was watching the other day had some princess yarn. Who was it?
What is a princess yarn?
Someone mentioned
What's
it.
the name of it? From
Dollar
Dollar
Tree has
Tree.
it. I haven't seen any. We don't have it, but someone mentioned it, and somebody else.
I don't
might
have
the
it.
other day.
I'm surprised my Dollar Tree they don't have that yarn.
I know because yours has everything.
Yeah, I mean pretty much.
So I do have my colors picked out. And I'm
Hey.
going
That's the
to
most
start
important
the
part.
butterfly
Butterfly.
mosaic.
Woo-hoo. yay.
I was gonna get that one.
I have my stitch guide and what you do.
There you
That's
go.
gorgeous.
You ready?
So I'm ready. Ready.
You ready? Yeah, you ready? Okay, so next week
I'm
we
gonna
are
show.
going to be
Can I
talking
show one
about.
last thing?
Oh, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, one last thing. So I've never written a pattern before. I've never did my own pattern. So I had finished today my first pattern. I just have to write it up. But it's a purse.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I
bag.
love that.
Thank you.
Wow.
And I used I don't know if I have it in here, but Love Line. Oh, I ordered this off of Amazon, but they got a website. It is amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I don't know if anybody's
Love
ever,
Line.
if I can get it to go. Yes.
Lovely link.
You get 2
okay.
sleeves
Lovely link.
for,
Lovely.
it is,
Okay.
what is it, 120
Welcome back, Julie. Yeah.
meters. What is it? 80% cotton and 20% milk fiber. And I'll tell you, it's so soft. It's so, oh, I love it. But, yep. So I'm excited. I have my first pattern. But yeah, that's it. Sorry. It's corny. It's okay.
That is good. Hey, there's a tutorial video coming soon? Yes. Right?
Yep.
Good.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Yes, this is really beautiful. I really like it. I like those kind of back the space, not, it's even whatever you're going to use it, if you want to put fabric,
Yep.
you can use it like your personal purse, But if you want to use it, including for a project, or there's still good,
Yes,
and it's
absolutely.
still good bag. Yes.
Thank you, Maribel.
Yes.
Thank you, J-Bug.
And if y'all hadn't seen my review of the butterfly yarn from Premier, go check that out.
You better go. Yes. I watching, and I was like this, little Jenny. I was just like this. And I was just like, oh my goodness.
Maribel,
it was really nice.
Yeah, Maribel.
Okay.
There you go. I can get it to go straight there.
What stitch did you use?
Half double and then, was it single? Yeah, half double.
I call it the window pane stitch.
That's beautiful.
One row of single, then one row half double. Yep. And then for here, I did half double. Starting here. There is plastic canvas in the bottom. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Maribel.
So you did a double layer bottom with the canvas in the middle?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
That is good. Mm-hmm.
So next week we are going to be at
Georgia. We're gonna be in Georgia.
Right.
The link, the link and everything is already in my channel. So click it. Give me the thumbs up. Leave it the package.
Don't forget, we're going to be discussing the fall colors, fall items, where you can buy the fall stuff, colors from, any stuff that you may be working on. And we also may have a little surprise to mention next week, right?
Yes. Right, Jeannie? Next week. It could be a surprise next week.
Oh.
Oh.
This is the last Saturday of September, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we were supposed to mention something for the second, right? Yeah. For the month of October.
Yes, October we're gonna mention something. Yeah.
I thought we was mentioning it tonight for October.
I know you had it written down for the second to mention it. I got my notes.
Oh,
Wait a
okay.
minute.
That's fine.
We can mention it.
It was next. Yeah, I put it in my calendar. It will be mentioned something for next Saturday. So yeah.
Hey Deb.
Hey Deb.
So hey Deb. So so anything you like to, you making something in fall colors, and no matter what it is, you're making a shawl with the fall colors, and the pumpkins or whatever. Just take a picture. Send it to the Instagram group or Facebook group or the email, and we like to see your project.
We're all going to bring at least one item ourselves of something that we've made for fall, whether it be a pumpkin, whatever it may be. Yeah.
Thank
They're
you,
loving
Mary.
that review. It was awesome.
Thank you, Maribel.
Yes.
I just didn't want
So
people to run out buying the yarn and having a misunderstanding of the concept of the yarn, because it's $8.99 a cake, and I didn't want people to think that they was going to be able to have a longer stripe the way it reads on their website. It's kind of, I'm not going to say it's misleading, but it's
about the butterfly yarn.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I appreciate when
Yeah.
I see reviews like
I
the one
really
that you
too.
said, because there's been times I have impulse and bought yarns because everybody else had them. They look pretty there, but like you had stated in the review, really read what the website says about the yarn. It did break it down, 3/4 solid, whatever it may be, and a lot of times we don't read that. We just impulse buy it. So, and then people will also give reviews based off being sponsored or not, and you never, not saying anybody's being dishonest or but sometimes I feel like they may not give 100%.
It's not
review.
dishonesty, it's a market strategy.
Yeah, there you go. And when you do find the real reviews that are based off of their,
See, that's all you get in crochet. And I took 2 cakes apart to do this for y'all.
It's made for knitting.
And that's why I said in my review, anytime you go to a website online to a yarn company and you pull up a swatch that's been worked, it's in knitting. They never show a swatch that is being done in crochet. So I said, well, I'm going to do one in crochet, and I'm going to break out my little 48 peg centro and do the knitting.
Yeah. That is so true. I mean,
just like this Nordica, they give you this pattern on here. When I bought it, I was like, oh, but honestly, when I crochet, it does not come out like that. That's
if you use single crochets, it should come out close to that.
Ooh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. But who wants to use that lightweight yarn in just a single crochet?
Sure. You're gonna be forever.
Forever. Yeah.
Oh, no.
But anybody have any questions, concerns, or anything that they would like to see or hear from us in the future or to learn about? Feel free to go to any of the in the comments below, or in the Facebook group, or on Instagram. Or the Yarny Fibers email, which is in the description box as well.
Yeah. So.
You too, Jen.
Yeah.
I just got the Nordica when Hobby Lobby had it on clearance. I haven't worked with it yet, but the feel of it,
it's amazing.
It would be amazing to work with.
I bought it like a month before the clearance sale. I bought 4 or 5 skeins of it to make the poncho, and then it was like a month later it went on clearance, so I bought more. But it's soft. It's soft.
You're so welcome, Maribel.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
We really appreciate everyone here tonight. You know, we gonna be here every Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, and
6:30 Central.
And where you at, Jeannie?
She's like,
7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 4:30 Mountain Time over on the West Coast, California, all the way up to Washington.
Yes,
I don't know what it is across the water.
Whatever it is.
UK and all that kind of stuff. I know when we go live, it's time for Miss Linda to go to bed. So
yeah.
Dark Sky is the same name, the Yarny Fiber Hookers, and Instagram. That's the same name. So you can find us in there. And we was talking about like 3 weeks ago about creating our channel, right, Jeannie? And like the same name, the Yarny Fiber Hookers. So
a separate channel specifically for this group.
Yeah, we still talking about doing just one channel, all 3 together. But we see. We still not completely 100% decide
Yeah.
because we just talking and see, figured it out all the stuff. So, but yeah. Okay,
Thank
Pacific
you,
time
everybody.
4:30. Yes.
Pacific time is 4:30. Okay,
Pacific.
thank you,
There we
Grandmother
go.
J.
Thank
for
you.
correcting me.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
know Eastern and I know Central.
Well, no, I can only one know as well. Why? Because it's an hour difference. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know
Yeah.
California is 2 hours behind.
Yes.
3 hours. No, there's 3
3.
hours. 3.
Yeah. To us,
Yeah,
me and
3
you, it's
hours
3.
behind. Yeah.
To me and you, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, for Jenny it's 2 hours, but for
It's
me
2.
and you there's
Yeah.
3 hours. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
So, I think that's it, right? Is there anything else?
The like the Yarny Hookers
Instead of
set of the channel observe for players still taking 20 doing lives. What Maribel she said?
yeah, or you like,
Okay, so they set their channel up just for a playlist.
but they still rotate to get out. You like to do hours and stuff. They still rotate the channels.
They still do the lives on their channels, but they add
Oh.
the videos to the Yarn Hookers channel.
So anybody that wants to go to test and look that up, all the videos will be there, which is a good idea.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that is. It is.
I
Yeah.
mentioned it to them about 2 or 3 weeks ago, but
Yeah,
we
she
had
did.
Yeah.
we moved forward with the Facebook and the Instagram, but we hadn't moved and the email, but we hadn't moved forward with the YouTube channel yet.
Yeah, we still, we just still talking and figure it out, and I mean, because it's a lot of work.
But
Yeah.
that is a good idea just to do it for the playlist
I think so
Yeah.
too. I think so.
instead
That
of
is
doing
good.
the actual.
Post up our channel for No, I agree.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
So next week we will be talking about fall items that you make for fall colors,
Make
and
something and bring it. Show
our
it.
shopaholic.
Just whatever color for fall you think it is, you have in your yarn room, just use it. And
And I got
create
some good
something.
fall colors in the mail
I
today.
know, me too. Oh, that's good.
Thank you, Debbie. Make
Yeah.
sure you're.
Like this one.
Ooh.
That's pretty.
Stop it.
Why I give it that to you?
I don't know, but it's
Bring
only
it back.
one.
Give me a pack.
Give me that bag, Janie.
I got some pretty colors.
Oh my goodness.
Walnut.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And look, when I first seen this one, I said, "Oh, that's City Beat right there."
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah,
pretty.
it
Oh,
is.
is that? I love this cotton.
I love
the
this chunky. Cause
I
look,
love the chunky.
You do love the chunky. I love that color. I love
I had the City Beat already. I actually have it in the cotton too.
Hey, I just put everything in a box. Whatever there was in there, hey, everything to go in the box.
I love the colorway of the City Beat.
That is
Oh,
pretty.
really? That's good.
Yes.
That's good.
She said that's good
Yeah.
because I don't look at her.
I don't have pink.
And everything smells like cinnamon.
Oh
know,
my
it's
god!
the house
Really? That smells cinnamon? How that happen?
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, that's good.
And
That smells
it
cinnamon.
smells good.
It smells good.
That's good.
And mine
You know
smells
what?
like
You know what? I think that happened because I have in here in my room like the cinnamon what is it called? This little bag just open in here in my room.
That's what it is.
I'm not putting in nothing. I just open the bag and all this room smells cinnamon. It can be that happen.
yeah.
But I have this
And I love this color too.
Oh, that's
pretty.
pretty.
This is that plum garden.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
And
Yeah,
this
that's
one too,
pretty.
which is, I don't know why it's called sunset. Don't look like a sunset to me. Don't have no
Nope.
yellow in it.
That look like a fall colors
It looks like
for
tulip,
me. Yeah.
like
And
flowers.
that's what it looks like worked up.
Oh my goodness,
Mm.
beautiful.
And that's not yellow, that's like an orange.
But I can see, you know how when the sun goes down, you get like that purple and the orange. It's like back in the sky.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
She's not good.
Where the green come
But
in at though.
yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
We really appreciate it. Everyone
Don't
here.
forget to
And
hit the like and go to V's next week.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Bring your phone stuff.
Pumpkin time.
There we go. She's been dagging and dug you big old box. And that smells cinnamon. That's what she said. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I like cinnamon.
Look, we was out there cutting trees and stuff down and everything, and I was
We love you too, honey.
loading everything up on the trailer as he was cutting. And the mailman came up and I'm like, huh. He went to the mailboxes first, and I guess when he got to me, he realized he had a box, so he pulled in the yard. And I seen him back up to the porch and raise up his little hatch on the back and got out. I'm like, that's a big box.
Yeah, that's the huge box from Amazon. And I said, I'll go put all the yarn in there.
I gotta find a place to put it so I can. You finna get the same box back.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, because the box I had started putting your stuff in won't all fit.
Oh my God.
Well, all that llama problema.
Llama. I really love this. I'm just saying.
That's gorgeous.
Yes.
I know.
That is gorgeous. Amazing. Beautiful.
Hold it up.
I really love it.
Yeah, hold it. Oh, here, let me put solo. Hold on. This is from Brenda, the newbie crocheter.
Hold it to the side.
Look at that.
What do you mean to the side?
Like this. Hold on. Yeah, see? Yep.
What?
Yeah, she made it thicker, right?
I love that. And look at the llama.
Yeah. The llama. No drama in this channel. What am I?
You know what you need to do with that?
What?
Take a picture of it and send it to me so I can send it to Chastity and them, and they can turn that into your logo.
Okay, yeah, I will.
Without, like that llama, just like that llama.
I like it. I like it.
Send me a picture of that, and I'll send it to Chastity and them, and they'll do your logo using that llama and your name. It won't have the holes in it, of course.
Yeah.
Minus the holes.
Yeah, just gonna. That's what I'm gonna use for my tutorials, and hold them up, put my hooks in there, and yeah, it's gonna be really amazing.
And we will have some shirts for the Yarny Fiber Hookers. If anyone is interested in one, just let me know what size and stuff like that you would want. She will be here next weekend, and she's bringing y'all's to me, and then I'll mail them to y'all. We're gonna be coordinating.
You all have the same. That's exciting. I'm super excited for that.
Yes. That is awesome.
Thank you.
But yeah, okay. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes, and have a really good night.
Yes.
And see you. Well, see you in my house Thursday.
Thank you,
12 p.m. Eastern time. Yes. Yep. I love the name, Yarny Fiber Hookers. There you go. She like it.
You all have an amazing rest of the night. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe and stay crafty.
Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye, ladies. Thank y'all.